Hey everybody, it's another Current Mood. I feel like it's just 5 minutes ago we did the last one. All I think about is this show all week. Hope you had a great weekend. Last night was the only night you could come home at 11 and also get home at 3 a.m. at the same time. I looked down at my phone and was so disoriented that it was 3 a.m. because I had some action lined up at 2. Wouldn't that be a really strange way to really string a guy along is tell him you'll be over at 2 a.m.? Now you tell me. I waited all day. So I hope you're enjoying the 1 extra hour of daylight, which is a really optimistic way of saying 1 less hour of sleep. And as you can tell, my eyes are ways to tell how many hours of sleep that I got. And I went for it this weekend. Because I think that daylight savings is an awesome event to have a party around. So I had my biannual daylight savings party at my house. It's a rager. How are you guys doing down there? I'm going to let you know something right off the bat. We have Dave Chappelle in the room, and he's having a grand old time.
Yeah, he's in here.
We have 2 phenomenal guests on the show tonight. Daniel Caesar is here. When I told my friends that Daniel Caesar was going to be on, they all said something they never say to me ever. They said, "Can I come over to your house?" And I didn't break it down too much and get it. I took a compliment, and it's really a compliment to Daniel that people want to hear him play. And he's even Trayvon right now is saying he wishes he was in the crowd for this one. And of course,
can I sit here for
Dave
the monologue?
Chappelle. You want to sit and hang?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang for the monologue.
Dave's gonna hang for the monologue. Also, Dave is one of the 2 people in the galaxy who are able to smoke at an infant ICU. It's Dave Chappelle and Keith Richards are the only 2 people in the world. One time I saw a security guy come up to Dave and say, "Yo, my man, you can't smoke in here." Dave said, "Oh, come on, man." And the next time he saw the security guy had an ashtray. You get security guys to tell you to stop smoking, then you do some Jedi mind trick on them, and they bring you an ashtray. How do you do it?
Well, John, I'm a very persuasive fella. I sucked his dick. I'm just kidding. I don't do that, but if I did, that's probably how I would have handled it.
Well, you don't have to.
No.
What are you drinking there?
I don't know. I found it in your cupboard.
I'm wearing my sleeves rolled up like this in tribute to Luke Perry, who very tragically passed away this week.
May rest in peace.
And I just want to say to people who don't understand what it was like to grow up watching 90210, Luke Perry was a cool cat. And I never saw a cool cat before in my life. And I saw this guy on television being a complex guy. And I went, I want to be a complex guy. And so I started acting like a complex guy. I wasn't one at the time. But he made me aspire to want to be slightly gritty and edgy and have thoughts that were conflicting and have relationships that were strange. And look at this relationship. As you can see.
Mission accomplished. This is a complicated motherfucker. Can you cuss on Instagram?
Well, yeah, you can. You can cuss anywhere you want.
This lady said, "Hey, Dave, hello, you." What's face?
Dave's never used social media before. So
I don't fuck with it.
So this was just the most exciting thing he's ever seen in his life.
Because I want to host the Oscars.
What if the whole thing is a plan to host the Oscar 30 years from now? You're just clearing out your cash now. But I want to say this about Luke Perry. There is no mugshot of Luke Perry. This is a guy who was a teenage heartthrob, who, if he did get a mugshot, if he did spill out onto the street of Hollywood Boulevard and punch a cameraman, everyone in America would have said, well, that makes sense. The guy was under a lot of pressure. He was a child star. Never did. There is no mugshot of Luke Perry. And I even had a song stuck in my head about it, and I wish I had time to write it. And it went, there is no mugshot of Luke Perry. And it was going to be something like, to go from heartthrob to get older must be scary. There is no mugshot of Luke Perry.
And if Luke Perry was black, that would be amazing. I'm totally joking.
What do you think? It's a very complicated thing to laugh at Dave Chappelle. He'll make you laugh. This is what you do. You make people laugh, and then they have this sort of, oh no, after laughing at it. You disarm people. They have to laugh, and they go, well, what if you say something, and then people watch, and they go, and John Mayer laughed along.
Oh yeah, I know. We're doomed. We're totally doomed.
So, rest in peace, Luke Perry. You made suburban kids.
God bless.
The kids everywhere want to be cool, and some became partially cool, and others got mugshots. I got a mugshot. Do you have a mugshot? Is there a Dave Chappelle mugshot anywhere in the world?
There is. 19-year-old Dave Chappelle got popped. Do you want to guess what the charge was? Name that charge, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead. Let's guess online real quick.
Name that charge.
Name that charge. What did Dave Chappelle get popped for? This guy here said he got a mugshot. I'm sure you do, fella.
Yeah, Luke Perry never had a mugshot. I think I've nailed
It's just
that.
girls trying to show you their tits, John. I'm reading this. Smoking on the subway. Good guess. Not it, though. Streaking. No. Very cold.
Public urination?
There you go. Who said
Trayvon.
grass? That's right. Possession of marijuana. Dave Chappelle, Columbia, Missouri.
Oh, no, someone else said. Oh, Columbia, Missouri. Has anyone ever retrieved the mugshot? Do you think it still exists?
No, but it wasn't a bad picture. In fact, I look the same, just not with gray hair.
Do you remember the face you made in the mugshot? Look, we almost have the whole lineup behind you.
This literally is what
Will you do the
mugshot
mugshot?
looks like.
That was the mugshot of Dave Chappelle.
And Luke Perry didn't even have that.
No.
Yeah, may he rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Luke Perry.
I know a lot of people that knew him and have never heard a bad word about him.
If you tragically passed away,
God forbid.
God
But
forbid.
It's going to happen eventually, but not today.
not today, what do you think is the prevailing negative thing someone would say about you?
About me?
Yeah.
I don't know, something about trans jokes.
Okay, fair enough.
I get the most heat about that. I think that, I don't know, I try to live my life, John, in a way that I walk softly on God's earth.
Oh, that's sweet. I have a sponsor of the show tonight. I hope you don't mind if I have a sponsor for a minute. Tonight's show is sponsored by Q-tips. Q-tips. They're for your ears.
And shout out to Q-Tip the rapper. That's a great friend of mine. Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In case you're just tuning in right now, you're watching the making of Lethal Weapon 5.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
So I need to do an ad for Q-tip. They're for your ears. Q-tips are, always were, and will forever be made exclusively to put in your ears. The brand was looking out for your health and safety, but after seeing the other absolutely atrocious shit you do to yourself on a weekly, if not daily basis, they just kind of thought, well, to hell with it. You're on your own. Busting an eardrum wouldn't even be the worst thing you did to yourself in the last 36 hours. So have at it. Q-tip. They're for your ears, fuckos.
Special girl, real good girl. Biggest thing in my itty bitty world. Call her up and she made me feel like wish me bliss could never take flight.
Okay.
Shout out to my wife Elaine. She told me to say that.
Elaine and you were big fans of the show. I didn't think you'd be a big fan of the show. And
I called in a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
How long ago was that?
You binge watch Current Mood.
Yeah, I do.
Are there any other shows you watch?
Yeah. I'm a Game of Thrones person.
That's right. I couldn't catch up. If I could.
Shout out to all my Dothraki bitches.
So I want to tell you something here. So I wanted to do a thing because tomorrow is National Nap Day, and I was going to.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Wait, expound on that, please.
It's a hashtag. Tomorrow is National Nap Day. They say the day after you spring forward is National Nap Day. And I wanted to do a thing about Nap Day.
Shout out to National White Privilege Day.
What day is that, Dave? Set up.
Tomorrow, when all the whites take a nap because none of the blacks knew it was nap time. Is it really nap time?
I don't know that it's nap time, but tomorrow is National Nap Day.
Shout out to all my sleepy niggas. I can say that. You can't say that.
I'm not just learning of this now, Dave. But here's what happened. So I wanted to do a thing about Nap Day, and then I realized I didn't do anything about International Women's Day on Friday, and that would look very bad and disrespectful if I did a Nap Day thing, but not a Women's Day thing.
Fair enough.
So I did a video that will address both at once so that nobody gets upset at me. This is a clip I'd like to throw to called, I have it here, you don't have to turn the lights on. Something called Powerful Women Who Also Probably Nap. Let's take a look at that right now. It's called Powerful Women. There you go. That was Powerful Women Who Also Probably Take Naps.
Let me hit that button again. Shout out to all you powerful napping ladies.
My first guest is a legendary stand-up comic and creator of Chappelle's Show. Was that the first time you've ever had a filter on you?
Yeah, it was really upsetting. I didn't like that shit at all. Good evening.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Fucking Instagram weirdos.
It's funny you bring up us weirdos because I want to play a game with you.
Just play. Set them up, let's play.
I wanted to show you what social media is all about. You're getting a real crash course in it tonight. One of the things about being on social media, when you're a celebrity...
Everyone's saying I'm high.
You want to set the record straight?
I'm hot. Go ahead. Carry on.
I wanted you to know what it felt like to be a social media influencer. So we're going to play a game that I like to call Sell It. I'm going to hand you something, and I want you to sell it to the screen. You won't have, no, he's not seen these items. I want you to pitch them on social media and become a social media influencer for the next 3 minutes.
Wait, what the fuck is happening? First of all, I didn't know I was an influencer, but okay.
Well, you will be now because you're going to hold up brands. So everything you say is going to have incredible power. Are you ready for this? You ready
Yeah,
for this?
I'm like reading all these messages. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Dave Chappelle, sell it. Hold it up, sell it.
What we got here is some Flintstones vitamins. Do you know the Flintstones? Do you know how hard it is to live a life where your shower is a fucking elephant blowing water out of your snow? Well, this gives you the strength to have a life like that. Everything is stone and cold. You're not going to give a fuck after you chew on these motherfucking vitamins. This is going to give you the power you need, and it's going to make your dick strong. It's what I I do.
You're going to get so many Flintstone vitamins now. This is how it works. You're going to get a bunch of Flintstone vitamins. Ready, Dave Chappelle?
Okay.
Sell it.
Oh, man. Michelob Ultra Light. You know what? If I was poor, this is what I would drink. It's a whole commercial.
All right. Ready for this one? Ready for this one?
Easy money.
Okay, here's one from you. You might have to look at it for a second to figure out what it is, but everyone on Instagram will know what this is. You might not. Go for it. It's called Fit Tea. Go.
14-day detox. Listen, if I get high, I need a good 14 days to cool down. And this is how I do it. Everything I do 14 days in advance because I've been hanging out with white people who plan ahead.
Ready for this? One more. Let's do one more.
Let's do one. Uno más.
Okay. This one's fun.
You
Hold it
know
up.
I
Sell
never...
it. Sell it.
What am I
It's
selling?
called Dude Wipes.
These are dude wipes. You know how stinky your ass be getting? Well, this will mitigate it. Might not cure it, but it'll take the edge off. Dude wipe. Wipe your stinky dick and balls and nasty dude ass off with dude wipes, because that's what that sounds like. Hey, I need a dude wipe. And you know what the answer to that is? If a nigga say, hey, I need a dude wipe, the next thing you hear is, yuck.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a social media influencer.
First time on the internet.
Killed it. Killed it. Welcome to the 90s, Dave.
Welcome to the 90s. Let's see what they're saying.
Yep.
They hate me. No, LOL.
These
OMG.
clean bongs, too. Mr. Mort says they're clean bongs, dude wipes.
Bravo. Thank you, sir. And then, yeah, okay, you guys are...
No,
I'm with you, too.
This is the internet.
Cheers, internet.
This is applause. This is internet applause you're getting right now. You're getting internet applause. So you and I did a set the other night at the Improv. You went up first and did an hour.
Wait, can I say something about you doing stand-up?
Go ahead.
John Mayer went on stage with me the other night. No guitar, no nothing. Just him and his personality. The guy has the spirit of a comedian. I believe if he had applied his life differently, he'd be a better comedian than he is a guitar player. Now go ahead and say
Thank you. Thank you. Well,
I mean that shit too. And if I had played guitar, nigga, I'd murk you.
you did an hour before I got up on stage. That could have easily been a brand new one of your best Netflix specials you've ever done.
Probably the best.
Do you think about doing a show that great and walking off and having it vaporized? Do you ever wish it was recorded?
I don't know if Netflix would let me do an hour like this. I think they would. I just don't know if people are ready.
It was phenomenal.
Hey, you viewers, tell me if you're ready to hear the shit that I'm talking.
Oh, I didn't know if you were gonna wait. You're gonna pitch stuff to them?
No, I'm not.
You just mean overall.
Overall,
Come to a Dave Chappelle show.
I go
lock
hard.
up your phone and see if you like it. I mean, there really
It's
is.
a good set. I'm not gonna lie. It's a motherfucking masterpiece, and I don't know if I want to put it out.
So you have a really strange challenge. Your challenge isn't is it good enough? The challenge is would it ever fly? You still have to tape it. It's.
I gotta make it. I'll make it.
You know
but
what it
I don't
should
know
be?
if I'll put it out.
That your set the other night should be something that high school kids trade on cassette, and like it had the power of like the original South Park video or something. You know, like Jerky Boys. It's contraband. That's what's important about what you do is you make contraband. You make
my
things.
daughter just texted me, "I love you, Dad." I saw it on the screen. It's a dirty trick, Elaine. I'm totally joking.
You create this sense of being able to see you at a place at 1 a.m. of what a speakeasy would have been like in Prohibition days.
Because we gotta be able to talk to one another.
Yeah.
You know, John and I do a show on the road. I don't know if you guys know. Have you spoken about this?
Yeah, they're.
Oh, wow. That's a whole Candy Crush you just sent up there.
Yeah, look at that shit.
Oh, my God. Did I win? Yeah.
Listen, me and John do a show called Controlled Danger. It's one of my favorite things I've ever done in all the show business because we sincerely have a good time up there. And it feels free from the social construct that has been so oppressive recently for for those of us who try to push the boundaries.
Yeah, you know, a lot of your set is based off of this sort of frustration with watching the world go the way it is. If you could change one factor in culture right now, what would you get one wish. It's not for all of it. What would be the one thing that to you is pervasive that you wish you could change?
Me and all my friends. That's the John Mayer lyric.
They know.
They know.
They're completists.
Okay, so what would be the one thing
It's the one thing, you know. Well,
I would, if there was a volume knob, I would turn down judgment.
I feel it's kind of going down on its own a little bit.
I absolutely agree with that.
It's going down on
by
its own.
necessity. What we're doing right now, ladies and gentlemen, in my personal opinion, unsustainable. We can't live like this. Well, we'll get it right.
Yeah,
Let's get our levels right.
Everything changes for better and for worse. This is what you learn as you get older. When something is great, you're like, well, this is going to be over soon.
Right.
And when something's not great, you go, well, this is going to be over soon. And you just sort of I'm already in Tuesday morning. I'm already in November.
Yeah.
I actually have to work to slow things down.
I totally agree with that.
So I asked Elaine, your wife, your lovely wife, if she had anything that she thought I should bring up to you. And she said, ask him about the family trip to Tokyo you're taking soon.
We're taking a family trip to Tokyo.
Thanks, Elaine. That was unbelievable fodder. You really set him off.
Yeah.
Real
good.
bottle rocket.
Nice shot, sweetheart. Yes, we are going to Tokyo, and much to her chagrin, she wasn't happy when I did it, but I booked a gig there just to see. I never worked in Tokyo. But Netflix makes it possible for me to work all over the world, so I said, let me just see what happens if I book a show in Tokyo. I booked the show, John, is sold out in an eye blink. The Japanese were very excited to see me, so I really hope you know English. Don't have high hopes for that show. I'm really on some. Let's see what's going on.
You'll have the Japanese audiences are great. I think what's interesting is it may take you a second to understand how to interpret their slightly docile audience nature as compared to the U.S. and the rest of the world in some places. Like they kind of wait. I don't know how it translates to comedy, but they wait for the song to be over, and they have a short smattering of applause, and it goes back to the silence. So it's going to be very interesting. When is the show? Will I be there?
You better be there. March.
Nope.
Boogie, when's the show?
25th.
March 25th.
We'll be close by, but we won't be in the same city.
You're not. Wait, where are you going to be?
March 25th.
Brisbane.
Brisbane. I'll be in Brisbane.
After that,
I'll be in Tokyo like like the 9th or the 11th or something like
11
that.
and 12.
Yeah. Guys, I'll be in Tokyo on the 11th at the Laugh Factory.
his schedule's way better than mine.
It's a wacky schedule.
I'll be in Milwaukee at the Pabst Blue Ribbon Theater.
You just met Daniel Caesar for the first time. You heard him sing a little bit.
Yeah, very gay. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I'm just kidding. Daniel Caesar's a musician from Toronto that I just met tonight. Black. I got jealous. I didn't know John had other black friends. Well, I'm teasing John. He have a ton of black friends, but he's amazing, and he's a musical guest tonight.
Well, yeah. You want to set up and we'll do this. We'll do the tune. You're not feeling it?
Not yet. No, Daniel, not yet.
What was that?
What I said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I offend you?
Yeah.
Daniel's from Toronto, and he literally.
Hold on.
He's literally.
No,
Hold on, no.
Sorry, I'm drunk.
Are both parties drunk?
No, we're all drunk.
Okay. Everyone is drunk. I'm the only sober person.
Oh
there,
my
apparently.
God! If I fist fight on your show, I'll be furious.
Is there
Daniel,
anything-
no, Daniel, not yet.
Hold on. Is there anything-
Daniel.
Hold on.
Not yet.
Hold on a minute.
Oh yeah, I'm just setting up.
But Dave, identify for 1 second. This is what I want to do on my show. I have all these plush animals.
Are you offended for real?
Identify for.
No, you're good.
Do it on camera. Do it on camera.
Yeah, this is on camera.
Do it on camera. Dave, people just saw for a minute what happens when you speak freely and there's alcohol in your hand and you're working free
That's
association and you accidentally say something that trips someone's feelings up. Now you have
The
a
wrong
choice.
word is accidentally.
Of course it's excellent, but you have to clean it up. It's a 3-second cleanup.
No.
The guy's working for the first time on social media. I don't want to speak for it.
I'll tell you right
Just
now.
clean it up. It takes
Wait
3
a minute.
seconds.
No. Daniel, you're great. You're great. Before this broadcast started, you don't mind that I put the camera completely on me.
I'm here. Current mood is about joy.
Before the
and it's about
broadcast
making
started,
Is
before.
it okay if we just actually go into this?
No,
Yeah.
wait, I want to say something.
It'll be very
That
interesting.
Yeah.
before this broadcast started, me and this brother sat at the piano. He played expertly, beautifully. I never met him before. And I knew for a fact that I was in the presence of not just someone that was good, but someone that was great. But the fact that I offended you as a comedian.
But exactly. I'm being sensitive.
Correct.
Exactly. So
I don't think that's true.
I do.
I don't think it's true. Here's what.
I'm
Sorry,
No,
you're the one.
go.
You're the one who was. You talk. I'm not. I don't want to.
I'm trying to think about this. Maybe I'm being sensitive.
Yeah, Daniel, I thought about it. You
Yeah, I
are.
probably am.
I don't think that you are. I think. Let me. I talk to my audience really honestly all the time. Right. We have to talk, especially on this show and in life, at a mile a minute pace with things that come to our. You don't like this?
Yo, I'm taking myself hell seriously. Let's go.
You want to?
No,
Yeah,
because now I
think-
feel like I'm OG pressuring you.
No. This is good.
Guys, I'm good at this shit. I'm good at cleanup. Can I just clean this up for my own OCD?
Please.
Sometimes the gears in your head move super fast, and the wrong things get shot through the gears, and you say a thing, and it goes blurp, and you go like, you know what you do? You go reverse blurp.
Yes.
You go reverse
Whoopsie motherfucking poopsie.
You go reverse blurp, and you go, ooh shit, sorry, that I have no idea where that came from. That was a bad pull. On we go. But you just got. It takes 5 seconds to clean it up, and I think it's clean.
Let's
Yeah, please welcome Daniel Caesar.
I was being hella sensitive. Fuck that. I am a very big fan of you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, now I feel bad because I made a.
Don't fucking no.
You
Fuck
feel
that,
bad.
man. No, I don't feel bad. I'm
Never gonna fight about him feeling bad.
This is fucking Dave Chappelle right here, man.
Guys, I think everything's okay. Just want to let you know.
No, we're friends
Everything's
now,
okay.
man. We're friends.
By the way, the window behind you never looked better. It looks like some real Pee Wee's Playhouse shit.
And then you're fine. Listen, these are very tough times. Everybody's keyed up. I'm not.
I'm
say
nervous,
sorry,
you know what I'm
everyone.
saying?
Don't be nervous at all.
We're
I've
gonna-
already heard you sing. You have nothing to be nervous
We're
about.
gonna play a song.
This motherfucker is like great, not good. He's great.
He's the best. Let's just say he's the best. And you're about to hear someone, if you've heard him before, you're going to be blown away by him. If you haven't, you're going to go listen to everything he's ever done.
He's dope.
He's going to be a first-year Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee. I don't want to put too
He's
much.
a sensitive motherfucker, but he is great.
Reverse blurp. You give a blurp, you reverse the blurp. Sorry about the blurp. Don't know where that came from. Let's play. Ladies and gentlemen, here to perform his song.
I'm so sorry.
Do you have a pick?
Daniel,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am so sorry.
This is your
Okay,
job, man.
so when you reverse blurp, will you give that to Dan? When you reverse blurp, you are the last person who has to let it go. You blurp, someone gets upset, you reverse blurp, and then you have to let it go. That's the trick, right?
I just know he's beast mode.
Beast mode. Ladies and gentlemen, my next
Wait,
guest-
hold on 1 second. Can I say something controversial on your show?
Again?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest is a phenomenal singer-songwriter, an independent artist, and a streaming megastar. Here to perform his song, Get You. Please welcome Daniel Caesar. Woo.
To drown in famine, natural disasters. My baby has been around for me. Kingdoms have fallen, angels become calling. None of that could ever make me leave. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a bit inside, I feel it. Who would have thought I'd get you? Who would have thought I'd
Chappelle.
That's for you.
Yo, you gave him that guitar.
That guitar is for you.
Thank you.
One of two in the world that
Dave
got color.
Chappelle's racist jokes.
How incredible! Like, let me tell you.
Wow.
I go, this is my life. I get the. I'm not even thinking about it like a television show. These are my friends. These are how talented my friends are. We're gonna be dead not long from now in the grand scheme of things.
Be
These
cool,
are our
man. What are you
Hollywood
talking
photos.
about?
These are our future black and white photos of us hanging out as younger people. One day I'm gonna be so old, my hands won't work on a guitar, and I'll look at a picture of us right now today hanging out. Guys, I'm drunk. I'm not drunk.
Yeah, your hands will always work on a guitar. Hey, put me back on the air. Are we still on? Or
Yeah,
is it
we're
over?
still on.
That was dope.
That was unbelievable. How great is it in 2019? And you know, there's a lot of doom and gloom sometimes when you look at it through the lens of the big world all at once. But how about the fact that musicians are playing with other musicians and comics like yourself? You never have to let someone else.
I
up on your
offended
stage.
him right before he went on.
But this is the sermon I want to tell you about. Really quickly, how many words a day do you speak? How many words a day have you thought through? The percentage is very, very small. We got to live in a world where we're able to go, blah, blah, blah. What? I'm so sorry. It takes 30 seconds and you move on. It's done. The problem is, sometimes the person who apologized feels so bad afterwards, they keep the shit alive when it doesn't need to be kept alive.
I'm still upset. Daniel, I hate that I hurt your feelings.
No.
But man up, nigga. This is America, not
That's what I'm
Canada.
saying. Like, I was being sensitive. Like, fuck that.
You was being sensitive, but you know what?
I have my own thoughts on
I
that shit.
loved you before that happened, and I still love you after. Actually, I like you even more after, because you was gangster. You stood up to Dave Chappelle, and you know the tyrant that I am.
Is a dinosaur from our imagination. When he's tall, he's what we call a dinosaur sensation.
This is so much fun.
Funny.
All right.
You know what?
What?
If they left leaving Barney's house, the HBO documentary, I believe it. Why is Barney around all these kids? I'm suspicious.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Join me next week when I'll be alone in pajamas.
John, I felt like I fucked your show up.
No,
I'm
you
so
didn't.
sorry.
No, you didn't.
Hey, internet people, tell me, did I bomb or not?
Dave Chappelle wants to bomb a little bit.
A little bit.
You and I have the same strain. When things are going phenomenally well,
Saboteur.
we do a little thing where we go, no, I don't like this. I want to throw a little sand in the Vaseline.
Yeah, it's terrible. What's happening?
Not anymore. Everybody's cool. I'm a championship room reader. I'm formerly room illiterate, and I learned how to read at an older age. Now I'm a great reader of the room.
Yo, when were we on stage? 2 nights ago?
2 nights ago.
Yo, this motherfucker killed it.
Thanks, man.
I'm talking about by comedian standards, this guy is way more fearless than you would ever imagine.
Thank you.
It's true.
Don't make people work too hard to find the tape.
If you ever see that me and John Mayer are coming to a city, and I'm not saying this just to promote the show, well, it would help.
Thank you.
But it's my
Thank you. Well, we're gonna go hang out. Thank you guys so much for what a show. Someone said I felt scared and loved in the same show.
That's a funny person who said that. Whoever you said that, you're funny.
I want to thank Daniel Caesar. That was unbelievable. At Daniel Caesar, check him out. Check him out.
Yo, and for real, me and Daniel Caesar sat by the piano for like a long time. We don't dislike each other. Please.
Nobody dislikes anybody.
No, make sure you know. This motherfucker sings beautifully, he plays beautifully, and I sat right next to it. It's not a trick. It's real.
Everything's groovy.
Everything's groovy is the title for something I want to do.
Let's do it.
Everything's groovy.
I hope you have a groovy week. I will see. We're gonna all go there.
Hashtag everything's groovy. Make a hashtag about
three of us
I don't know how the
therapy.
internet works, but every time someone says a bar, they say hashtag. And so, hashtag everything's groovy because that's the vibe.
Everything is okay.
Yeah, everything's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Americans, we love you. No matter what you believe, everything's groovy.
Good night, everybody.